Advised Obi to leave the PDP because of his supporters. Donald Duke, welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel. To get notified when we post hot juicy news updates, please click on the notification bell. Amid controversies and drama that have continued to throw the just concluded presidential elections conducted over 2 weeks ago, former Cross Rivers Governor and People's Democratic chieftain Donald Duke has revealed the role he played in Peter Obi's decision to leave the former ruling party for a different political platform. Recall that back in 2022, Obi's defection from the People's Democratic Party to the Labour Party just less than a month to the former ruling party's presidential primaries made headlines to the nation's major space. Though the reason for his exit was not known at the time, the rumor mill was rife with claims that he may have been forced out by a South governor who was also gunning for the presidential ticket. However, speaking during an interview, Duke explained that he urged Obi to leave the People's Democratic Party if he intended to keep his support base of youth that was growing across the country. According to the former Cross Rivers governor, it would have been impossible for young persons who were seeking a shift from the old political establishment to support Peter Obi if he remained in the PDP. He said, and I quote, "It is amazing for someone to start a movement and grow it to such a size within 6 months. Peter Obi is a symbol, but it is not him. What has he said that you have not heard before? But he is a symbol that reflects two things. He reflects the anger of the people and also what we could be as a country. He says the right things and people have keyed into it. Now, if Peter was still in the PDP, he would not have gotten that kind of traction. And I said to him, you have an army of young people who have hope in you. What are you going to do with them? They are not going to join the PDP or APC, but they have tasted blood and want to be involved in the governance and politics of the country, and they see you as an arrowhead. You, to reflect and know what to do with them, you have to provide a platform for them. God will bless anyone that actually advised Obi. Even the people will be said they use Wuru for straight amount of PDP. By now they will bite their finger. Hey! I didn't say no. You know this saying of your enemies go to pursue you, enter your destiny and Masona. You know those other Nigerian movies be say you go to suffer, then go to frustrate your life for where you day. Immediately then maybe they go even force you out. God go put situation be say go make you uncomfortable. Not even in the movies. In real life, if you are in a place where you're not supposed to be, maybe you can be more. God will purposely put situations that is going to force you out of that place that you are. Most especially if they try to tell you make you come on since they look say now wow, my picking school fees, maybe it's a place of work. This one, my bill, my house rent. God will make them sack you because if they not sack you, go see another. Now this is just a scenario. Okay, thank you, sir. The advice really paid off. Yes, so Mr. Duke, you're one of those I'm looking forward to pilot the affairs of this great nation. Mr. Donald Duke, I have a lot of respect for him. I hardly see him come in and be bantering words. He's a man of few words, and anytime when you talk they make sense. Unlike people be saying every day and they talk, we be say their talk now, nobody they listen to him again. People who really started well, people who really started well that in this country they're supposed to, they're supposed to come out. If they talk like this, people will listen to them, but that's not the case for them. Standing for the truth, I appreciate you, Mr. Donald. You have always been a good man with pure intentions. The Duke, Mr. Duke, that's your mouth make Obasanjo put you out of presidential race in 2007. See your mouth. We are the movement in governorship election. Uncle, you define relevance, so. You define relevance. Now, in governorship election, people out of frustration of what they did to them in the presidential election, they did not come out. And of course, yes, people out of frustration and the many threats that happened. People like those in River States that they threatened them. Now this one, now you go vote for. And a lot of people, like I said, they were pained. I don't go outside, go cast my vote. A lot of people who, before the election, they were not those who they don't have any business. Their PVCs, they use it for just ID cards alone. Do you understand? They use the PDP, they use their PVC for ID cards alone. That's their voter's card. But during the elections, during this particular 2023 election, they came out and they said, no, this time around, I must do what? This time around, I must vote. They came out, voted despite all the intimidation. Do you understand? Despite all the whole intimidation. Despite the fact that INEC came late. Despite the fact that some of them said, they don't even vote. Do you know there's some people who went out of their houses on the 25th of February and they did not vote? INEC purposely delayed those people. They went there and they were rushing to leave. Except on places where we say they get blockhead. Where we say those people, as they reach there, they want to say, go where? You came late, you want to go. Go where now? How? You will stay here with us. There's some people who told us they stayed in their polling unit even till past 10. To tell you how people really wanted a change. Now, for those people who koro for their eyes, they rip those people, rob them for broad daylight. In the presence of international observers, they tell us, say, we no amount to anything, that our vote is not going to count. Do you know that? I've said it that a lot of people wailed, a lot of people mourned, a lot of people were so devastated. Some people for days, they could not continue their businesses. People I follow, they could not because they were like, how? They say, make we come outside. INEC promised heaven and, the beavers will do this, they do that. Even the sitting president, he made us believe that he was on the side of the people, not knowing he was on the party's side. You get? Good advice from a true brother. Okay, before I say that, let me read this. Good advice for a true brother, friend, and a patriot to an understanding, listening ear. My president is just an excellent being without comparison. Okay, like I said, thank God Obi listened to that particular advice. Because, I kid you not, if Obi had remained in PDP, this movement, for pull weight, I am telling you, for pull weight at all. And the platform was marvelous and satisfying. And I know both Donald Duck, who even gave the advice, and P2B did not know it was going to be like this. That is why those who are accusing him, we are using this one to, I'm like, do you think P2B himself knew that this particular movement is going to blow up like this? It's less than 1 year. Less than a year. And Obi has been able to influence what other politicians no fit do. Even the so-called one that call themselves popular, Mr. and Mrs. Popular, or Miss, they have not been able to achieve. Obi came out and achieved it. You understand? It is, he tried, he really tried. He himself tried and his followers too really tried for him as well. So, Mr. Donald, thank you for your advice to the presidential candidate of Labour. And of course, Mr. P2B, at least, we also say thank you for giving a listening ear, because it is one thing to give advice and it's another to take the advice. Okay, on those notes, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.